Hello and welcome to Pastor's Perspective. I'm Brian Perez, filling in for Michael David, or at least it feels that way because Mike's been here more than I have this week. But it is so great to be back with you today, at least for one day, here on Pastor's Perspective. 888-564-6173 is the number to call. We're going to be here until 4 o'clock to answer the questions you have about the Bible, the Christian faith, just about anything that's on your mind. Give us a call at 888-564-6173. 6173. And here to answer your questions once again, we've got Brian Brodersen from echoesofmercy.com and Phil Metzger, the pastor of Calvary San Diego. Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi there.
Hey there. And what's going on with you, Brian Perez? Because you've been absent.
I've been on assignment. You can
on
say.
Assignment. Yes. Fulfilling your civic duty, I presume.
Yes. And still not done. So
still not done.
I likely will not be here tomorrow.
The dreaded jury duty.
Yes. But so far it's fun.
Brian knows this because we've had this conversation. I have been actually a jury foreman on one occasion and several times to going through the process. And we were just saying, everybody who gets a notice in the mail that they have to serve jury duty, I think they just want to gouge their eyes out.
Yes, after they've rolled their eyes.
At that very instant. But I can say from experience, it is an interesting experience. And so it's not as bad as one might think. But I'm just hopefully beyond that stage of life where they contact me because I did it already.
If you can be if you can be president, you can still do jury duty at your age.
Is that how it works?
Oh yeah, president. I would be a young president, based on what we've seen here in recent years.
Arguably too young, according to the way we run elections. Yeah. I've never had a jury duty because I was overseas.
Oh,
for
right.
So long.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I finally got one last year, and I was like, I wasn't eye gouging. I was like, oh, how fun! I feel American, like I feel like I belong. Like I had been not in a club, and I had to go down. I couldn't call in. I had to go down, and I get down there, and no one got picked. They just ended up not having any court that day.
No,
I was so disappointed.
Oh, was that it? And then you were done.
It. And now I'm here complaining about it. Never happened again. No, that's it.
Well, I'll let them know that you're.
I was going to say,
just hoping to get another notification.
Fingers crossed.
If anybody from the San Diego court is listening right now, make sure to send Mr. Phil Metzger a summons.
A personal invitation.
That's right, personal invitation.
Yeah. You're welcome any day you want, buddy.
That's awesome. All right, so call in with your questions at 888-564-6173. You can also send in your questions online. We've got several ways for you to do that. There's the Pastor's Perspective Facebook Messenger. You can type in your questions, send it in that way, or you can DM us on the Pastor's Perspective Instagram. You can go to our website, kwave.com, look for the Pastor's Perspective page and fill out the form there. Or if you're watching us right now on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, just scan that QR code and that'll take you right to the Pastor's Perspective page on kwave.com, which is how Carlton got his question to us. And Carlton asks, what's with this restoration process that many ministers go through now when they fall off the wagon, so to speak? I became familiar with it a few years ago, and it seems with so many pastors and ministers falling down from grace in recent years, it is becoming more widely expressed. Is this a process established in the Bible? Can you refer me to particular scripture references? Now, most recently, this came up because of Pastor Tony Evans. We heard something about that. But Phil, what do you know about the restoration process?
Well, as like a term or like some kind of like official thing doesn't exist. I think every church, every kind of ministry group has their own process or just makes one up as they go. It's, because every situation is unique, every circumstance is different. So I don't know of any like particular, but I do agree with the Carlton writing in like, yeah, we're hearing about this a lot more. I'm personally